In a distant corner of the galaxy, far removed from the warm embrace of Earth, lay the planet Ivalice. This world was an arid expanse of shimmering sands and jagged rock formations, inhabited by the silicoids, a race of silicon-based life forms. Unlike the carbon-based life that thrived on Earth, the silicoids were resilient creatures, adapted to thrive in extreme conditions. They were proud of their uniqueness, yet felt the sting of isolation in a universe filled with carbon-based civilizations. The silicoids had long endured the laughter and skepticism of other species. Freaks, they had been labeled, and while they didn't see themselves as such, the rest of the universe certainly did. They had learned to keep their distance, focusing instead on their remarkable talents. In the past, their ability to manufacture star drives had garnered attention, and for a time, they were valued for their skills. However, the moment they stepped out of their controlled environments, they were reminded that acceptance was a luxury they could not afford. On a particularly sweltering day, an unexpected signal flickered across the communication array. A ship was approaching. Its hull shimmered in the harsh sunlight, sleek and undeniably human in design. The silicoids had heard whispers of this new species, a race brimming with ambition and an insatiable curiosity that set them apart from others. In their hearts, a flicker of hope ignited. Perhaps this time, things could be different. As the human ship landed, a small delegation of silicoids prepared to greet the visitors. They had rehearsed their lines, polished their protocols, and practiced their gestures. But as the hatch opened, revealing a bipedal figure with limbs and features so familiar yet entirely foreign, the silicoids felt their confidence waver. The human's skin was a tapestry of hues, and their expression was one of both wonder and surprise. "Welcome," one of the silicoids, named Kishi, said, extending a crystalline limb in greeting. The human hesitated, a flicker of confusion crossing their face before they responded with a nod. "Ah, hey there," the human replied, their voice a mix of enthusiasm and disbelief. "You're real? I mean, I've read about your species, but I didn't think I'd actually meet one." This unexpected reaction sparked a sense of camaraderie between them. Kishi's crystalline body shimmered with delight, reflecting the sun's rays. "We are very much real. Please, what brings you to our world?" The human, now more relaxed, introduced themselves as Captain Jordan, an explorer with a crew eager to learn. They spoke of the vast galaxy beyond, where the silicoids' unique capabilities could be of immense value. Kishi listened intently, their mind racing with possibilities. This human did not see them as freaks, they saw them as partners. As the conversation deepened, Kishi shared the silicoids' history, their struggles for acceptance, and their enduring spirit. "We have often been viewed with skepticism," Kishi explained, "but we have much to offer. Our technology, our knowledge, and our resilience in harsh environments could benefit many." Captain Jordan nodded, captivated by the story. "We humans have faced our share of challenges too. We're explorers, driven by curiosity, and we believe in forging connections across the galaxy. If you're willing, we'd love to collaborate." The notion of collaboration was foreign yet exhilarating for the silicoids. Over the next few days, Captain Jordan and their crew engaged with the silicoids, sharing ideas and expertise. They worked on innovative technologies that blended the unique strengths of both species. Humans had a flair for creativity, while the silicoids brought a level of precision that was unmatched. As they spent time together, the humans began to understand the silicoids better, seeing beyond their unusual forms. They discovered the intricacies of silicoid culture, their art, and their deep connection to the rocky terrains of Ivalice. Likewise, the silicoids were fascinated by human stories of exploration, bravery, and their unyielding spirit. However, not all was smooth sailing. While Captain Jordan and their crew were welcoming, not every human shared this openness. Whispers of distrust circulated within the crew, cautioning against collaborating with a species they deemed strange. "They're monsters," one crew member scoffed, an undercurrent of fear tainting their words. "Why would we risk our safety?" Yet, Captain Jordan stood firm, advocating for understanding and cooperation. If we want to grow as a species, we need to embrace the unknown, they asserted. Let's not repeat the mistakes of the past. Back on Ivalice, Kishi felt the strain of uncertainty. Would their partnership withstand the skepticism brewing among humans? But deep within, a spark of hope burned brighter. They believed that by working together, they could change perceptions and build a bridge of trust between their worlds. Days turned into weeks, and the collaborative efforts bore fruit. The silicoids designed innovative energy converters that would enhance human star drives, while the humans introduced sustainable mining techniques, ensuring that the natural beauty of Ivalice would remain intact. Their bond deepened, and as they shared meals, laughter, and stories under the starlit skies, a profound friendship blossomed. But as their collaboration flourished, so did external tensions. News of their partnership reached other civilizations, drawing a mix of intrigue and concern. The Galactic Council, a governing body comprised of various species, held a meeting to discuss the implications of a partnership between humans and silicoids. As Kishi and Captain Jordan prepared for the meeting, they could sense the weight of the moment. What if they don't accept us? Kishi pondered aloud, their crystalline body reflecting the flickering lights of the council chamber. Captain Jordan placed a reassuring hand on Kishi's shoulder. We've come this far, and we're stronger together. Let's show them what we can achieve. Inside the council chamber, a sea of diverse beings awaited them, some curious, others skeptical. Kishi and Captain Jordan presented their collaborative achievements, detailing how their partnership could lead to a more prosperous future for all. The silicoids spoke of their history and the strength that lay in diversity, while Captain Jordan emphasized the importance of unity in exploration. As they spoke, the tension in the room shifted. Questions arose, and slowly, skepticism gave way to curiosity. They discussed potential collaborations, shared technologies, and forged connections that transcended their differences. The laughter that had once echoed mockingly through the galaxy now transformed into a collective sense of wonder. By the end of the meeting, Kishi and Captain Jordan received applause from some council members. It was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. They had begun to change perceptions and build a foundation for future cooperation. As they left the chamber, a sense of exhilaration filled the air. They had embarked on a journey that not only bridged their worlds, but opened the door to possibilities they had never imagined. Together, they would challenge the galaxy's laughter, turning it into a celebration of creativity, curiosity, and the unyielding strength of partnership. And so, with hearts full of hope, they set forth to explore the uncharted territories of their friendship, knowing that the galaxy was now theirs to discover together. As the newfound partnership between humans and silicoids began to flourish, whispers of their collaboration spread like wildfire through the galaxy. While many were intrigued by the concept of such an unusual alliance, others were not so easily swayed. Deep within the recesses of the Galactic Council, a faction known as the Purists emerged, intent on maintaining a status quo they believed was essential for their own survival. The Purists viewed the silicoids with disdain, convinced that their silicon-based biology made them inferior and dangerous. They were vocal opponents of the collaboration, arguing that it undermined the natural order of the galaxy. Why risk the safety of our species? One purist delegate, a towering creature with iridescent scales named Elthar, proclaimed, "To engage with the silicoids is to invite chaos. We must protect ourselves from such unorthodox alliances." In the days following the council meeting, tension rose within the ranks of the human crew. While Captain Jordan remained committed to the partnership, some crew members began to express doubts. What if we're making a mistake? A young engineer named Lisa said one evening, her brow furrowed with concern. "We don't really know much about them. What if they turn against us?" "Are you really suggesting we judge them based on their appearance?" Captain Jordan replied, their voice steady but laced with frustration. "We've seen how much we can achieve together. This is an opportunity to change perspectives, not reinforce old biases." Despite Captain Jordan's passionate defense, the seeds of doubt took root. Conversations shifted from excitement about new technologies to fears of betrayal and danger. Unbeknownst to them, the purists were already scheming, eager to exploit these fears and sow discord among the ranks. Meanwhile, Kishi and the silicoids continued to work diligently, hoping to strengthen their bond with their human counterparts. They immersed themselves in the intricacies of human culture, learning about their history, art, and philosophy. Kishi was particularly fascinated by the concept of creativity, something that felt almost alien to their structured way of life. Creativity is a vital force, Kishi mused one evening, sharing their thoughts with Captain Jordan as they watched the twin moons rise over Ivolus. It drives exploration, innovation, and connection. But can it exist in a world like ours, where order is paramount? Captain Jordan smiled, understanding the conflict Kishi felt. Creativity isn't chaos, it's a way of finding new paths. Your structured approach can enhance it, creating something beautiful and functional. Encouraged by this perspective, Kishi began to explore their artistic side, experimenting with the unique properties of their crystalline body to create intricate designs that captured the beauty of their world. It was a journey of self-discovery that resonated deeply with the humans who found inspiration in Kishi's works. However, as the partnership grew stronger, so did the threats from the purists. They launched a campaign to discredit the silicoids, spreading rumors about their supposed dangers. "They're plotting against us," Alpha declared in a public forum, his voice echoing through the chamber. "If we allow this alliance to continue, we'll be putting our very existence at risk. We must act before it's too late." Alpha's words ignited fear among the council members, leading to heated debates and discussions. The silicoids felt the backlash almost immediately. As Kishi attended a gathering to showcase their latest collaborative achievements, they were met with cold stares and murmurs of discontent. The excitement that had once surrounded their partnership now felt like a distant memory. One day, while presenting a new energy converter to the council, Kishi felt the weight of judgment bearing down upon them. The silicoids had poured their hearts into the project, a culmination of their hard work and creativity. Yet, when Kishi stepped forward, they could sense the tension in the room. "Honorable members of the council," Kishi began, their crystalline form shimmering in the light, "we stand here today to demonstrate how our collaboration can lead to advancements for all species. Together, we can achieve greatness." Before Kishi could finish, Alpha interrupted, his voice booming with authority. "Why should we trust a species that has spent millennia hidden in the shadows of the galaxy? They are an anomaly, a danger we cannot afford to ignore." The crowd erupted in murmurs, and Kishi's heart sank. They had worked tirelessly to forge a connection, and now they faced the very prejudice they had hoped to overcome. Captain Jordan stepped forward, their voice resolute. "We can't let fear dictate our actions. This alliance is built on trust and innovation. We've proven ourselves capable of greatness, and we deserve the opportunity to showcase that." Despite Captain Jordan's impassioned plea, the purists' influence was powerful. The council members, swayed by the growing unrest, voted to impose restrictions on the collaboration, limiting the silicoids' participation in joint projects. It was a harsh blow, a reminder that the path to acceptance was fraught with challenges. As the weeks passed, tensions simmered. The silicoids, feeling the weight of the council's decision, retreated into their communities, grappling with feelings of disappointment and isolation. Kishi, once filled with hope, now felt a deep sense of loss. "We were so close," they murmured to Captain Jordan one evening, their crystalline form dimming in the low light. "Now it feels as if we've been pushed back into the shadows." Captain Jordan placed a comforting hand on Kishi's shoulder. "This isn't the end. We've faced challenges before, and we can overcome this one too. We need to show the council that our partnership is not just about technology, but about understanding and unity." Determined to change the tide, Captain Jordan devised a plan. They organized a series of public demonstrations, showcasing the unique talents of both species and highlighting the achievements they had accomplished together. The aim was to inspire curiosity and bridge the gap between their worlds. As word spread about the demonstrations, interest began to grow. Many council members, intrigued by the prospect of seeing the partnership in action, attended the events. Kishi and the Silicoids prepared meticulously, demonstrating their innovative technologies while sharing their culture through art and storytelling. The first demonstration took place in a vast amphitheater, filled with spectators eager to witness the spectacle. Kishi stood at the forefront, their crystalline body reflecting the sunlight like a prism, and began to speak. "We are not here to take your place or threaten your existence. We are here to share our strengths, to show you that together we can achieve greatness." The crowd listened intently as Kishi spoke, their passion resonating throughout the amphitheater. When the time came to unveil the new energy converter, the audience gasped in awe as it illuminated the space, casting vibrant colors that danced across the walls. Captain Jordan, standing beside Kishi, spoke passionately about the importance of unity in exploration. "We've always thrived when we embrace the unknown," they declared. "This partnership is a testament to what can happen when we set aside our fears and open our hearts to possibility." As the demonstration progressed, something remarkable began to happen. The laughter and skepticism that had once echoed in the council chambers transformed into curiosity and admiration. Spectators began to see the Silicoids not as freaks but as invaluable allies, creators of beauty and innovation. The demonstrations continued over several weeks, each one drawing larger crowds and sparking deeper conversations. Slowly but surely, perceptions began to shift. Even some of the purists found themselves captivated by the creativity and passion on display. However, the road to acceptance was still littered with obstacles. Alpha and the purist faction, sensing their influence waning, intensified their efforts to undermine the partnership. They circulated propaganda, suggesting that the demonstrations were merely a facade, a distraction from the perceived threat posed by the Silicoids. Despite this resistance, Kishi and Captain Jordan remained undeterred. They organized more events, each one designed to showcase the uniqueness of both species while highlighting their shared values. The more they shared their stories, the more the bond between humans and Silicoids deepened. One evening, as they prepared for a particularly important demonstration, Kishi turned to Captain Jordan with determination. "This is our moment," they said, their crystalline form glowing with resolve. "We must show the galaxy what we can achieve together." The demonstration that followed was the culmination of their efforts, a celebration of creativity, unity, and resilience. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the amphitheater, Kishi and Captain Jordan took to the stage, ready to unveil their most ambitious project yet, a hybrid spacecraft that combined the Silicoids' engineering prowess with human ingenuity. As they shared their vision, the crowd erupted into applause, the energy palpable. For the first time, the Silicoids felt seen, not as outcasts but as equals. They had weathered the storms of prejudice and fear, and now stood at the precipice of a new dawn. But in the shadows, Alpha watched with a simmering rage. The partnership was gaining momentum, and he could not let it continue. With a heavy heart and a mind filled with malicious intent, he began to plot a course that would seek to dismantle everything Kishi and Captain Jordan had built. Little did they know, the echoes of resistance were far from silenced, and the battle for acceptance was only just beginning. As the alliance between humans and Silicoids continued to blossom, the galaxy held its breath, watching as this unprecedented partnership challenged the norms of existence. Kishi and Captain Jordan basked in the warmth of newfound acceptance, their shared endeavors igniting inspiration and curiosity across the council. Yet, amidst this growing camaraderie, the darker undercurrents of jealousy and fear began to swirl. Alpha, the purist leader, could feel his influence slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. The demonstrations had opened the eyes of many, sparking a wave of support for the Silicoids that he could not ignore. Determined to regain control, Alpha convened a secret meeting with the most ardent supporters of the purist cause. In the dimly lit chamber, Tension hung thick in the air as delegates whispered their concerns. "We must act decisively," Alpha urged, his scales glimmering menacingly in the low light. "If we allow this partnership to flourish, we risk losing everything our ancestors fought for. The silicoids are a danger that must be contained." A murmur of agreement rippled through the assembly. "What do you propose?" asked Xena, a fierce and shrewd strategist known for her cunning maneuvers. "We cannot outright attack them. It would only galvanize their supporters." Alpha smirked, his mind racing with ideas. "No, we'll undermine them from within. We'll create doubt, plant seeds of fear, and expose the supposed dangers of this alliance. If we can fracture their unity, we can regain the Council's favor." The meeting concluded with a sense of urgency, and the purists sprang into action. They launched a covert campaign, distributing propaganda and whispering rumors that questioned the silicoids' intentions. "Can we truly trust a species that has spent eons hidden in the shadows?" One poster read, depicting a silicoid looming ominously over a human figure. Meanwhile, Kishi and Captain Jordan continued their mission, working tirelessly to strengthen their collaboration. The silicoids had embraced the concept of creativity, and their latest project, a revolutionary terraforming device, was on the verge of completion. The device had the potential to transform barren worlds into thriving ecosystems, a testament to what their partnership could achieve. As excitement bubbled within the team, Kishi approached Captain Jordan one evening, their crystalline form shimmering under the soft glow of the ship's lights. "We've made so much progress," Kishi said, their voice filled with enthusiasm. "I believe this device could change everything for us. If we can demonstrate its effectiveness, we could shift the perception of our alliance even further." Captain Jordan nodded, a smile breaking across their face. "Absolutely. Let's prepare for a demonstration that will blow everyone away. We'll show them the future we can create together." However, as plans were set in motion for the upcoming demonstration, the purists intensified their campaign against the alliance. Alpha's whispers infiltrated the council, sowing doubt and fear among those who had previously shown support for Kishi and the silicoids. Council meetings became battlegrounds, with heated debates erupting over the merits of the partnership. During one particularly tumultuous meeting, Alpha stood before the council, his voice echoing through the chamber. "We have been duped. The silicoids hide their true nature behind a facade of cooperation. They may seem harmless now, but their advanced technology could spell doom for us all." The council was divided. Some members were swayed by Alpha's fervor, while others stood by their convictions. Captain Jordan felt a growing sense of unease as they listened to the arguments unfold. "We can't let fear guide our decisions," they protested, trying to regain control of the conversation. "The silicoids have proven their worth time and time again. We must stand together." Yet, as the meeting wore on, whispers of dissent echoed louder than Captain Jordan's impassioned pleas. The purists capitalized on every moment of uncertainty, feeding on the fear that had taken root in the hearts of those who felt threatened by the alliance. As the date of the demonstration approached, Kishi sensed the tension in the air. They had poured their heart and soul into the terraforming device, yet doubt began to cloud their thoughts. "What if they don't see our true intentions?" Kishi confided in Captain Jordan. "What if the purists succeed in turning the council against us?" "We'll show them, Kishi," Captain Jordan replied firmly. "We'll demonstrate not just the technology, but the essence of our partnership. We can't let fear dictate our future." The day of the demonstration arrived, and the amphitheater was packed with spectators, both supporters and skeptics. Kishi stood at the forefront, their crystalline body gleaming as they prepared to present the terraforming device to the council. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation, but an undercurrent of tension rippled through the crowd. Captain Jordan opened the event with an inspiring speech about the power of collaboration and the potential for a brighter future. Kishi then took the stage, their heart racing as they explained the intricacies of the terraforming device. "This project represents our shared vision for a sustainable galaxy. Together, We can cultivate new worlds and breathe life into barren lands. As Kishi activated the device, a stunning transformation unfolded before their eyes. The barren landscape projected on the large screen behind them gradually morphed into a lush, vibrant ecosystem, teeming with life. The crowd gasped in awe, captivated by the display of potential. But just as Kishi felt a wave of hope wash over them, Alpha seized the moment. "Do you not see the danger?" he shouted, rising from the crowd. "This is merely a glimpse of their true intentions. What happens when they decide to terraform our worlds against our will? Can we truly trust them?" The murmurs of doubt swelled once more, casting a shadow over the demonstration. Kishi's heart sank as they sensed the atmosphere shift. "This isn't about control," they pleaded. "We seek harmony and growth, not domination." Yet, the purists' insidious campaign had taken its toll. The seeds of fear planted in the hearts of many began to sprout, and the support Kishi and Captain Jordan had fought for felt precarious at best. The demonstration concluded, but the lingering uncertainty hung heavy in the air. As the crowd dispersed, Kishi and Captain Jordan gathered with their team, grappling with the outcome. "We showed them the potential," Captain Jordan said, frustration evident in their voice. But Alpha's words struck deep. "We need to find a way to counter this narrative." In the days that followed, the atmosphere on board their ship felt charged with tension. Conversations became strained, and the silicoids withdrew into their own circles, their spirits dampened by the backlash. Kishi felt a growing sense of isolation, the weight of their failure pressing heavily upon them. Despite the challenges, Kishi remained resolute. They began to strategize with their team, seeking ways to counter the purists' influence. "We need to engage with the community," Kishi suggested. "If we can show them the benefits of our technology on a smaller scale, we may be able to shift perceptions." Captain Jordan nodded, their eyes shining with determination. "Let's organize outreach programs. We can work directly with communities, demonstrating the positive impact our collaboration can have. We'll let our actions speak for themselves." With newfound resolve, they began to implement their plan. They organized workshops and interactive sessions in various colonies, showcasing the terraforming technology and engaging in open dialogues with citizens. As Kishi and their team shared their vision, they witnessed a shift in the hearts and minds of many. People began to see the potential for growth and unity, and the fear that had once gripped them slowly started to dissipate. However, Alpha was not finished. Determined to extinguish the flame of hope that Kishi and Captain Jordan had ignited, he devised a plan to orchestrate a crisis, something that would solidify the purists' power and instill fear among the populace. Working in the shadows, Alpha manipulated events to his advantage. Days later, an unexpected incident rocked the galaxy. A silicoid research vessel suffered a catastrophic failure during a routine test of their terraforming technology, resulting in a devastating explosion. The news spread rapidly, sending shockwaves through the Council and the wider community. Alpha seized the opportunity, quickly framing the incident as evidence of the silicoids' unreliability and the inherent danger of their alliance with humans. "This is what we've warned you about," Alpha proclaimed in a council meeting, his voice filled with righteous indignation. "The silicoids are reckless. They cannot be trusted with technology that could threaten our very existence." The council chamber erupted in chaos as fear took hold once more. Kishi and Captain Jordan felt the ground beneath them shift, the progress they had fought for slipping away like sand through their fingers. As whispers of betrayal and danger spread, Kishi knew that they had to act quickly to reclaim the narrative. In the days that followed, Kishi and Captain Jordan worked tirelessly to investigate the incident, seeking the truth behind the explosion. They discovered evidence that pointed to sabotage, an act of treachery that had been carefully orchestrated by Alpha and his faction. Determined to expose the truth, they prepared to confront the council, knowing that this was their chance to turn the tide. In a heated council session, Kishi stood before the assembly, their crystalline form radiating a sense of urgency. "We have gathered evidence that the recent tragedy was not an accident," they declared, their voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "We have reason to believe that this was a deliberate act of sabotage designed to undermine our alliance." Gasps echoed through the chamber, and Elpha's face twisted with rage. "Lies. This is nothing but a desperate ploy to deflect blame. The silicoids are a danger to us all." But Kishi pressed on, revealing the evidence they had uncovered. "We have witnesses who saw unknown entities near the research vessel before the explosion. We must investigate this thoroughly. This is not just about us, it's about the truth." As the chamber erupted in chaos once more, the council found itself at a crossroads. Some members rallied behind Kishi, calling for an investigation, while others remained loyal to Althar, their fear blinding them to the truth. Captain Jordan stood at Kishi's side, unwavering in their support. In the days that followed, the investigation unfolded. With each piece of evidence uncovered, it became clearer that the explosion had been a premeditated act of sabotage. The tides of public opinion began to shift as Kishi and Captain Jordan worked tirelessly to expose the conspiracy. Finally, the day arrived when the council was presented with the complete findings. Alpha's machinations were laid bare before them, revealing the depths of his betrayal. The council members who had once wavered now found their resolve strengthened, and support for Kishi and the silicoids surged. "We must stand united against those who seek to sow discord among us," Kishi urged the council, their voice echoing with conviction. "This is not just about our alliance, it's about the future of our galaxy. Together, we can create a legacy of hope." As the council voted to condemn Alpha and the purists, a sense of renewed strength filled the chamber. Kishi and Captain Jordan stood at the forefront, united with their allies in the silicoid community, ready to face the challenges ahead. The shadows of betrayal had been pushed back, but they knew the path forward would not be easy. With their partnership stronger than ever, Kishi and Captain Jordan set their sights on the future. They understood that the journey would require resilience, creativity, and unwavering determination. Together, they would continue to forge a path that would inspire generations to come, standing as a testament to the power of unity in the face of adversity. And as the galaxy held its breath, the true legacy of their collaboration began to unfold, a narrative woven from the threads of courage, innovation, and the unyielding spirit of humanity and the silicoids alike. With the betrayal of Althar exposed and his influence diminished, Kishi and Captain Jordan felt a renewed sense of purpose. The Council's condemnation of the purist faction had rallied support for their alliance, but they knew that the road ahead was still fraught with challenges. The scars of division ran deep, and the galaxy was a volatile place filled with uncertainty. As they moved forward, Kishi focused on the next phase of their collaboration, the implementation of the terraforming technology. With the support of the Council and the citizens who had witnessed the truth, they began to plan for a large-scale demonstration on the desolate planet of Theros, which had long been a symbol of neglect and decay. Transforming Theros into a thriving ecosystem would not only showcase the capabilities of their technology, but also serve as a beacon of hope for the future. The excitement surrounding the project was palpable. Kishi and Captain Jordan assembled a diverse team composed of humans, silicoids, and representatives from various species throughout the Council. Each member brought unique perspectives and skills, creating a tapestry of innovation that fueled their efforts. As they worked day and night, the atmosphere aboard their ship was charged with creativity and camaraderie. Yet, amid the fervor, whispers of dissent lingered. Althar, though diminished, had not vanished entirely. His supporters, emboldened by their shared resentment, continued to scheme. They disseminated rumors that the terraforming project was nothing more than a cover for a hidden agenda, casting doubt on the motives of Kishi and Captain Jordan. The seeds of mistrust threatened to sprout once more, but Kishi was determined to rise above it. As preparations for the Theros demonstration progressed, Kishi devised a plan to directly engage the community. They organized outreach programs, inviting citizens from nearby colonies to witness the project firsthand. We need to show them what we can achieve together, Kishi said, their crystalline form glimmering with enthusiasm. If we can get people involved, they'll see the benefits for themselves. Captain Jordan agreed, noting, by fostering direct connections with the community, we can dismantle the walls of suspicion. We need to show that this is a collaboration, not a takeover. The outreach initiative bore fruit. As they traveled to surrounding planets, Kishi and Captain Jordan shared their vision, illustrating how the terraforming technology would not only revitalize Theros, but also inspire similar projects across the galaxy. Each interaction fueled a sense of optimism, and more individuals began to voice their support for the alliance. However, Elpha's faction was relentless. They recognized the potential of the outreach efforts to sway public opinion, so they devised a plan to sabotage the demonstration on Theros. Elpha, a master of manipulation, spread rumors of impending danger, claiming that the terraforming process would trigger catastrophic environmental changes. The fear-mongering ignited panic among the populace, and soon the council was bombarded with petitions to halt the project. With anxiety mounting, Kishi and Captain Jordan held an emergency meeting with their team. "We cannot let fear dictate our actions," Kishi declared, their voice steady but filled with urgency. "We have to confront these rumors head-on and reassure the public about the safety of the technology." "We need a counter-campaign," Captain Jordan suggested. "Let's organize a public forum where people can express their concerns, and we can address them directly. Transparency will be key." The team sprang into action, setting up a series of public forums across several planets. They invited experts to discuss the science behind terraforming, showcasing the safety measures built into the technology. Kishi and Captain Jordan took turns addressing the crowds, emphasizing their commitment to collaboration and community involvement. As the forums unfolded, something remarkable began to happen. People who had been hesitant started to see the genuine intentions behind the project. Questions were answered, fears were addressed, and the community slowly began to rally around Kishi and Captain Jordan once more. Yet, Alpha was not idle. His faction organized counter-protests, determined to drown out the voices of support. They spread disinformation, claiming that the silicoids were manipulating the terraforming process for their own benefit. As tensions escalated, it became clear that a confrontation was inevitable. The day of the Theros demonstration approached, and Kishi felt the weight of the moment pressing down on them. "This is our chance to prove that we can create something beautiful together," they said to Captain Jordan, who stood at their side, resolute. Captain Jordan nodded. "We need to focus on the positive. If we can pull this off, we'll change minds." On the day of the demonstration, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. A crowd gathered on the barren surface of Theros, a mix of supporters and skeptics. The silicoid team prepared the terraforming device while Kishi and Captain Jordan addressed the audience. They painted a vivid picture of the thriving ecosystem that would emerge from the desolation, sharing stories of hope and resilience. As Kishi activated the device, a wave of energy surged through the air, and the barren landscape began to transform before their eyes. Colorful plants erupted from the ground, vibrant flowers bloomed, and the sounds of life filled the once quiet expanse. The crowd gasped in astonishment, many moving closer to witness the miracle unfold. But just as hope surged, a loud explosion erupted from a nearby hillside, sending shockwaves through the crowd. Panic ensued as dust and debris clouded the air. Alpha's faction had launched a desperate attack, determined to sabotage the demonstration and frame the silicoids as the culprits. Chaos erupted as people scrambled for safety, and Kishi and Captain Jordan fought to regain control of the situation. "We must calm everyone down," Captain Jordan shouted, then a voice barely audible over the din. "We need to ensure their safety." As the smoke cleared, Kishi spotted Althar among the chaos, his eyes gleaming with triumph. "See? This is what you get when you trust the silicoids," he bellowed, trying to fan the flames of panic. But Kishi, drawing from the depths of their strength, refused to let fear win. "No," they shouted, their voice cutting through the chaos. This was a cowardly act of sabotage. We will not let fear dictate our future. With determination, Kishi stepped forward, addressing the crowd once more. We will not let this act of violence define us. We will stand together, united in our vision for a better tomorrow. As the crowd began to settle, people started to realize the truth of Kishi's words. Those who had once doubted began to rally around them, their voices rising in support. They chanted, "We stand with Kishi. We stand for unity." In that moment, Kishi knew they had struck a chord. The collective spirit of hope surged through the crowd, drowning out Alpha's attempts to instill fear. The demonstration, which had begun in chaos, transformed into a powerful display of solidarity. With renewed energy, Kishi and Captain Jordan took charge, coordinating efforts to ensure everyone's safety. The silicoid team quickly assessed the damage, confirming that the terraforming device had sustained no harm despite the explosion. They resolved to continue the demonstration, using it as a platform to emphasize the strength of their alliance. As the day wore on, the barren land of Theros continued to bloom around them, a testament to the power of collaboration. Kishi, Captain Jordan, and their team worked tirelessly, determined to turn a moment of chaos into a beacon of hope. In the following weeks, the response from the galaxy was overwhelming. News of the demonstration spread, highlighting not just the beauty of the transformation, but also the resilience of the human silicoid alliance. Support poured in from various planets, and many began to advocate for similar projects to revitalize their own worlds. Alpha and his supporters, sensing their power waning, attempted to regroup, but the momentum had shifted. The narrative had changed from one of fear to one of hope and possibility. Communities began to unite, rallying around Kishi and Captain Jordan's vision for a sustainable future. As the alliance grew stronger, Kishi and Captain Jordan continued to push for innovation, brainstorming new projects that could further their mission of unity and collaboration. They knew that this was only the beginning and that they had a long journey ahead. They began to explore other technologies that could aid in their mission. Renewable energy sources, waste management solutions, and new agricultural techniques became part of their discussions. The goal was to create not just a thriving ecosystem on Theros, but a model that could be replicated across the galaxy. As they planned their next steps, Kishi felt a sense of exhilaration mixed with trepidation. "We have a chance to change everything," they said to Captain Jordan during a quiet moment aboard their ship. "But I also know there are still those who will fight against us." Captain Jordan placed a reassuring hand on Kishi's shoulder. "We'll face them together. Our resolve is stronger than any fear they can muster." The path forward was paved with challenges, but Kishi and Captain Jordan remained undeterred. They held steadfast to their belief in collaboration and creativity, ready to confront whatever lay ahead. The rising tides of change signaled a new era, one filled with hope, resilience, and the promise of a brighter future for all species in the galaxy.